There we go.
There we go. What's good?
What's
Welcome
good?
back to the I don't know what episode this is at this point of the Pharaohs Podcast. We back here today with yours truly, Israel. And we got a doctor in the house.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Luke in the house.
Man, Dr. Luke, what's been going on with you? How has your weekend been?
Oh man, it's been good, bro. Can't complain. Can't complain. It was a good weekend. It's starting to get a little hot up here up north, so everybody was out, so I was out working. So it was a really good weekend.
That's what's up. Trying to figure out. Do I got a delay? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you look. Yeah,
All
it
right,
looked good.
cool. Man, I've been having it's been a very eventful weekend. Some days I don't know what days I did what, but I can say that I quit my job, I paid my rent, and I quit my job. Man, God is good all day. We gonna circle back on that, but that was part of what happened over the weekend. Got a chance to go out, see a lot of different people, hang out with a lot of people over the span of Friday through Sunday. I think Saturday, do some motorcycle stuff, look at motorcycles, and then go hang out. Sunday ended up being in a short film. I'm on my way to stardom in a
There
short
you go.
film. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. They called me and they was like, "Yo, it's last minute, but if you can do it, that'll be great." And hey, I showed up. Showed up, sold out. So that was pretty cool. Did some on set stuff and then went to a semi-pro wrestling event on Sunday. So and then hey, started my new job Monday.
All right, you've been on the move, my brother. You've been on the move.
Yeah, I've been on the move. I've been on the
That's
move.
good. That's good. Yeah, man. Yeah. So what we got for today, man? What you want to get into for the people?
Man, we gonna start into a new month, man. We gonna start into March, marching into new beginnings. That's what
Let's-
we gonna start into, marching into new beginnings. How you feel about the month of March?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. March is a good month. You got springtime coming in, and I'm definitely looking forward to the springtime. Like we say, new beginnings. Things about to get back to growing. Things about to get back to flourishing. It's that time. So I'm looking forward to it. And then it's also at the end of the first quarter. First quarter is usually the time where you set up for everything you want to do. So I've been trying to get myself together. I really have. I shouldn't even say trying. I need to just do it. But I've been really trying to, like get myself together as far as like body and all of these type of things and working out, all this type of stuff, bro. Like I'm just trying to get everything together. So, you know, that's my feel on March. How about you?
Man, I feel on March. It is like I don't know something with me in just new months. It's a fresh feeling. It's like a breath of fresh air, especially when you got old stuff lingering. So that brings me back into my subject of saying I paid my rent and I quit my job. Had to make sure I had that rent money so I could quit my job, and then I started a new job on today. Yeah,
Nah, it's like
and
it's good. That's good though. You walking straight into it.
yeah, absolutely. I had a couple of days off. It was Saturday, Sunday, Friday. I'm like, hey, might as well make a holiday out of it. But I called my people, or those people, the ops I used to work for, and I was just like, in these days and ages, or at least in my industry, some industries is like they want to give you a 2 week notice, or they want you to give them a 2 week notice. And I asked the ops, I call them the ops, the operations manager. I was like, "Yo, so I've been pretty stable lately in my job search and my work life, so I don't know how this goes. Do you take resignations, or do people just quit these days?" And
I feel
yeah,
you.
and that person like they don't take resignations, but for what was going on at my job site. They lost a contract at that one, and they like we could stay or we could go. Basically, stay with them or go with the new company. And I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect time to skedaddle. Got to get up out of here. So I waited until I got my last check, and I called them the next day. Was like, yeah, just want to call and say I'm resigning. I'll get the word out. Have a good one.
Hey, that's
And
business.
man,
It's personal. It's business.
yeah. But I've been quit. Mentally I quit about a week and a half ago. But I knew that rent was coming up, and I didn't have time to play with that money. I had to get secure the bag, secure the bank. That's what you got to do.
Facts, facts. Hey man, it does take a leap of faith, bro. You got to be able to just keep pressing, But it's good you was able to understand when you seen that moment when it's time to move around. You know, I deal with I deal with my career. Is like I'm a driver. Like I mean, all three of us really are drivers when you think about it, which is also crazy. It's just Israel. He's the big boy driver. He drives the big boy
Big
trucks. You
dogs
heard me?
over here. We driving
Yeah,
on
you
big
heard me.
wheels,
So
them 18s.
hey, you, my granddaddy, my daddy, all y'all can have that level of stress. I ain't built for that. Now, the benefit of the loads though is that like I deal with people. Like being a driver, like I drive hundreds of people around every day. All right, dang, did it go out? All right, yeah, I drive like a lot of people around every day, so it's a little different because it's like the lows don't really talk back. You got to deal with the dispatch. You got to deal with this, that, and the third. But the lows don't really like talk back to you. They don't have a lot of complaints. They don't want to give you their whole like sob story on what's going on in their life. So it's a little different when you're dealing with people. It takes a lot of patience, But I still love it. I'll be lying if I say I ain't like it because I mean I still do it. It's good money, and it allows me to be able to network. But it takes a lot when you kind of stepping off and really doing your own thing. Trying to find another position, and then like you say, with them losing the contract, it was the perfect time. So you was going into your new beginnings as March came anyway. Yeah.
There we go. I'm up here trying to get this camera stuff right. But yes, yes, sir. I was marching in the new beginnings.
Yeah, my
You
boy.
got to notice those signs, and it's like just notice the signs, being aware of like work and business situations, even life situations. When the best time for you to move around, or the best time for you to buy something to hold, and you know, best time to do the taxes, or the best time to just, it's like you got to be more so time conscientious of the situation and what's going on. Because if you're not, then it's like once you see it, you're gonna be left behind. If you see it when everybody else see it, you're gonna be left behind. But if you see it, what's happening and notice before, then you'll be like ahead of the curve, and you be kind of right on time type of situation. But you'll be in a better position. Timing and being aware, situationally aware, is everything that
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel
like.
it. I feel it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's us going and marching into to March, and then we also marching into March Madness, which I'm looking forward to. Just
Mm.
as a little side note, I look forward to all the games that's coming up, and we shifting into that season. So, you know,
Oh yeah, March Madness. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, March Madness. March is just, I feel like that's a good month for competition. So it's a good month to get it. It's a good month to just kind of sort of go. March is a good month to go hard and go ham. And
yeah,
the two of my biggest months, I feel like personally, when it comes to like just life, it'd be like March and October. I do big moves at the end and at the beginning, per se. Like a couple of years ago, I had started a job in March. around the same time. Probably like the eyes of March. I started the job that I just left like 3 years ago, and then before that, it was like October. I usually do something big around October, whether it's moving or another job type of thing. You got to stick and move. You got to know when to go, when to hold them.
Hmm.
But
Facts, facts.
yeah, March Madness. March is a perfect competition month.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm definitely hopping in. I'm locking in as much as I can. Um, I'm still on my 10K grind goal. So
Yeah,
I need that by the end of the year. And I really want that way before the end of the year. But I'm thinking about, it takes a mindset first to get there. You feel me, bro? Like my mindset it's I'm locked in, but I'm not all the way locked in yet. Like,
mm,
so, I was talking to Solomon about this. We go through things a lot of times because we procrastinate. You know what I mean? Like we see the moves and then we don't make them. So then, like, it may be later on down the line, but you're gonna pay the price. Even good deeds. This is something that wisdom then taught me. Like everything has a consequence, including good deeds. So you may have felt like, oh, I'm doing this and I mean well, and I'm coming from a good place in mind and a good place of heart. But even if it was a good thing for somebody else or for you at the time, it could be a consequence behind it. So, I'm always thinking about that, and I'm trying to make sure that I align my summer to where the least amount of procrastinating situations can happen. So then when summertime comes, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the fruits of the harvest. You know what I mean? So, during the winter time, it's only so much you can do. But right now is really where you plant the seeds in my mind. And this year, bro, I'm just trying to do a lot more, trying to see a lot more. Um, I haven't traveled as much as I need to, so that's why I'm like, it's lock in time for real, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's lock in time. So
yeah, man. I want to travel more than like last year. I ain't traveled as much as I did the year before last. I was having a blast. I was always gone, but yeah, last year I say I locked in and had a lot going on, but that made me not travel a lot, working a lot. But it's like I want to get back to traveling, even if it is for just a weekend or midday type of thing. You traveling during the week, that hit different. Do like a Tuesday, Wednesday type of situation, or Wednesday, Thursday type of quick trip. That's how you gotta go, man. Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesdays hit different than a Friday, Saturday.
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm going crazy. I'm trying to go crazy. Like that's why I'm like, even with the content creation, like family, we trying to bring y'all more stuff. We trying to really like. I got an vision for this channel, and this is why y'all gotta like, share, and subscribe because we trying to take it to the next level. Like I want to be able to meet other people. You know what I'm saying, and like go places and talk to them, have interviews with them. So I
Yeah.
just to kind of bring it back towards the original subscribers we got to bring good content. You know what I mean? So even like when we was doing the interviews and stuff like that, like we're gonna go out, find different places, find who y'all interested, see if we can get in contact with some of these people or people like them, and bring that content creation back to what we doing. So Israel, I'm trying to take it to the next level, man.
Oh yeah, we taking it to the next level. Like yo,
Absolutely,
talk about it, be about it. Don't
absolutely,
just pray, then go do. That's what
absolutely.
people got to do. You got to do it after they pray. Because people
Fact,
think
fact.
that's it, and then they forget the other ingredients. You got to have it all. Got to do the whole shebang.
Man, that's the truth, bro. Yeah. So what else you got for us today? What else we got? We're gonna get into for the people.
Man, it was something else I didn't really look it over yet, which is crazy. What's going on, but can you hear that? Did you hear that or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. I'm still checking it out. Give me a hot second. Whatever. We. Give me a second. Hmm. When we talk about the March Madness, we talk about marching in the March. Vernal equinox. What other topics you got?
Oh shoot, man, we can go through some of the stuff that's been going on. I mean, I've been looking into a few things since last week in our conversations last week. Uh, it's not really been too much different going on outside of like politics and stuff. Everybody know about Doge and all that stuff that's going on. Um, I am interested to see a lot about like how everything plays out in that whole situation. But in reality, like I ain't really too worried about it that much. So I ain't really looked into it that much. I definitely looked into a little bit with the sports, you know what I mean? I know you was talking about the equinox. And if we won't, we can say that's really when Solomon get back next week. Solomon probably gonna go in. He gonna probably go in a lot on the equinox. Um so we can say that if you want to for next week. It's up to you. Um but other than that, bro, like it ain't really been too much crazy stuff going on since the last week. You know what I'm saying? So ain't been too much going on. Have you seen anything like anything in the news, anything like that that caught your eye? Hold on, I think you muted. There it is.
All right, yeah. So Kanye, the infamous Gemini, has a meme coin out. I believe it is
Ah,
live, and I'm trying to point. I'm trying to pick up the right photo for it. Should have had it out already, so I could show y'all. But I believe it is live, and I don't know what it looks like. So I think that's the new thing, the crypto coins, the Yay coins, the Doge, and the Trump coins.
yes, those are him.
Yeah, that's really where everything is going to. Where people are more so fleeting to making, but I
Yeah,
don't know what it does, where it goes.
yeah. I mean, the coins thing is like to break it down to the people who may not know. When you're dealing with stuff like this, you're dealing with like a non-tangible asset, but it still has value because crypto has kind of really exploded, and I don't believe it's then hit the peak. I just can't see it being at peak yet because you still got the naysayers, you still got the skeptics, and then you still have the generation that hasn't been old enough to invest into it yet. So there's going
Right,
to be three opportunities. Okay, y'all remember y'all hearing this from the Pharaohs Podcast. There are three different big booms coming when it comes to crypto. First one is going to be when old people start being stubborn, and that may take a situation, that may take time and guidance. Second thing gonna be is when the generation who don't have any money become our age when they're in their 30s. It's going to be another big boom, and that's going to be even easier because you don't have to sell them on it. They already want to get into it. They just ain't got no money. They go to Chick-fil-A and stuff with their money. They're
absolutely.
not worried. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right,
the third big boom is if the government gets in it and it becomes like a really national type currency thing. Then you got three opportunities to make a bag, a crazy bag. So whether that's you just putting a little money into these coins that's coming out, like the Yay coin or the Trump coin, whether that's you putting some money into your Bitcoin account, I will always start with Bitcoin and then work your way out. You can get Bitcoin on Cash App, but there's no reason nowadays where nobody shouldn't have it. Even if it's 50 cents to $1, you putting in every month. You know,
right.
our people got to get out of missing the boat. You know what I mean? And if you miss the boat, and you watch this podcast, you can't say we ain't do our job because we don't know when it's gonna hit. I just believe right now it's good.
Better hope it's another boat. Uh,
I Let me tell you something. I personally believe, and you better watch Tesla too, because I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Tesla be moving.
Nah, but watch
They
this
be
though.
moving.
If the way Tesla going, you want to buy. Like you gonna want to start buying soon because Tesla dropping. And and this is why I'm like I'm betting on Elon because not betting on him because I like him. Whether I like him or not it doesn't even matter. Who cares? Like what influence am I gonna have for real like that? Like the reason I like the situation is because he's like hungry. And one of them companies, if that company going to Mars thing blows up, every single other company has is either gonna blow up or it's gonna tank. I believe Tesla is not gonna
Big
tank.
Elon.
Yeah, I think Tesla will just evolve what it does. So watch this. Watch this. Israel. Elon becomes successful in being able to get people back and forth to Mars, and now he opens up a fleet. Instead of Tesla making cars, if that gets unpopular, Tesla is just going to use all those facilities to make parts to whatever it takes to make that rocket or whatever it takes to make those shuttles. So it's kind of like a fail
Mm-hmm.
safe thing he created. Like he's playing chess. He's playing long term chess. Even if he stops
Oh
making
yeah, I
Tesla,
believe.
he already has the infrastructure to make the rockets. And he all they're gonna do is do they're gonna do the Ford thing. They're gonna put it on the assembly line. And then now you start looking up and for $600 you can take a trip to Mars, or for $6,000 you can go to
Six
Mars and
hundred.
visit.
Crazy. I take that trip to Mars for 600.
Bro, I think we all gonna eventually. It's gonna be a thing to where you're gonna. It's gonna be like, why not? It's going if it becomes successful. Now, because I have children, I do want it to be successful. Remember, I'm selfish, right? Like I need them to have something to eat off of. So I don't need
Right.
the world to go burning, and you know how everybody be like, "Oh, it's the end of times." Like that doesn't do you good when you got kids. You don't want to do that.
Nah, I don't do that
You know what I
good at
mean?
all.
Like you trying to find a way to get them on the ship. You know what I mean? If that's what it is, you just got to do what you got to do. Survival of the
Right.
fittest. But yeah, man, that's how I see it kind of going with the whole Kanye coin and all these things. Then watch this, Israel. You finna start getting wrestlers coming out with coins. You gonna start getting NFL, NBA players coming out with coins. It's gonna get crazy, but it is a way to get in and get some money and get out. It can hurt you.
Yeah, pump and
It
dump.
can,
That's what they call it. The pump and
yeah.
dump, man. Pump all that money. But I'm like, where does the money go to? Is it just for like trading at this point, like assets for like another sense of currency where it's like, yo, I'll trade you 3 Bitcoins. I'll trade you three YZ. I think it's Kanye coin is called the YZX. Let me see. Kanye. His crypto coin is called was YZY coins, I believe.
Yeah,
Something like that. Something. How to buy YZY Kanye West's YZY coin.
it's
Um,
like when you buy one of those, it's like when you go into the casino and you get them the money and they give you chips. That's really what this whole crypto thing is. In any other casino, the chips would be worthless. But in that
right.
specific casino, the chips are worth something. So that's the same way your market works. So if you're in the United States and you have to transfer dollars into crypto, that's the same process. Taking your dollars to the cage and saying, I want this many amount of chips. So that's kind of how people can kind of try to understand what this stuff is. It doesn't really exist like with the colors of the chips. The casino really controls that, right? But if there's enough people in the agreements that this is what it's going to be, then through that agreements, then that's the value of the chip. So it's like that's why it really is like it's gambling. I mean, stocks, cryptocurrency,
Right.
you don't really know when the value of these things are going to go up and down. However, I mean, if you have a W-2, you've been gambling anyway
Right.
because your company is just gambling for you. You have a pension, you have all these things. That stuff fluctuates. It goes up and down, determining the market, and also it determines on how the business is doing. So everybody is a part of it in some kind of way. It's just with crypto, you can control it. That's the max you can control. Like you can really
Mm.
control what's going on with your money that you invest in.
I wonder if with crypto. You could start buying, be like, yo, in exchange of the crypto for like the TV and stuff, that type of exchange where they're like, yo, you send me 250 crypto or Trump coins, I give you this TV. Now we really talking about currency,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
they've been doing that a long time. Yeah, you can buy things
Yeah.
in crypto and you can trade. You can send money. It's not really regulated. It's hard to
No,
regulate it.
man.
That's why it's
Yeah.
kind of so powerful. So
I gotta figure out how to do that. I think I'm gonna start doing it like that. Like, yo, you send me X amount of coins, Dogecoin, crypto, Bitcoin, something, YZY coin, then I'll give you a book. Or then I'll give you some shoes. Then I'll give you what I got. We playing that way now.
well, a lot
And
of people
then
got it though. A lot of people got it, especially like
but we ain't went to that level. It's like people got it, but at least I haven't been to that level of seeing people like, yo, send over this many coins and there you go. You got this Benz.
yeah,
That's
but I
when we
mean,
could really do it. That's when it's different. You go in
I
the
feel you.
in the showroom, be like, yo, I got Bitcoin. I'll send over a Bitcoin for this Ferrari over here.
I feel you. I feel you. To where it not,
Yeah,
yeah, because I
that
mean, I don't think it's gonna knock out the dollar. Everybody be like, "Well, the dollar is." I mean, I don't see the dollar having a problem right now. So, but if the dollar was to get knocked off,
mm,
then that's when people will go into crypto. That's when the value of crypto will go up. If you look at when crypto goes up, it's usually in times of uncertainty. Now, this is an interesting situation because crypto is almost at 100,000, and that was mainly because of the election. Because it's a lot of positivity behind crypto now
mm,
versus skepticism, which is why, like I said, I don't think we've hit the number for real, like anywhere close to it. So even if you put in, a grand or two, I couldn't really blame you because the number keeps going up. It's at 100,000 right now. You know, Bitcoin is at 100,000.
is
You
it?
can go
Let me see.
correct. It's like
Eh,
probably touching it or like right under at 90s right now. It definitely touched it, but I'm just
Oh yeah,
rounding it off.
it's got enough. It's right now. It's at 86,000.
So it's actually down. It's actually
Yeah,
down compared to where it
down
was.
about 6,000.
So
So
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like we ain't seen none yet. Do I believe Bitcoin will one day hit a mill? There's a 20% chance and that I feel that will happen. But even if it don't, even if it just hit 500,000,
Yeah, that'd be up
Bitcoin
there.
is
That
on
would be
everybody
ridiculous.
cash app now. Like it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
just don't just like whatever you usually do where you waste
Man,
money, just
cash.
sacrifice one of those times. Don't get them pair of shoes. Just get you some. And then forget about it. Because you was gonna waste the money anyway. Just take
All
one
right.
break. Take one break from whatever you like to do and throw that money into your account and then just let it sit. Like,
That brings me to. Oh yeah, you just let it sit. Like man, you said cash app. I forgot somebody. Man, somebody sent me some lunch money.
I
They sending the Royal Prince some lunch money.
know that's right.
Man. Oh yeah, yeah. You got a winner. You got a good one. You got somebody sending you lunch money. That's
You're
all I'm
doing
gonna
well
say.
there, my brother.
It's crazy. But with the Cash App, like yeah, with Cash App, then you got Robinhood. I need to get, well, we need people to get, well, we should get successful and learning how to trade, like day trade, like options trade, where you get in when the crypto up like 5,000 or something, and then you let it raise for so much, and then you get out and you up like that. I mean, it is like a quicker gains type of thing, but when you know what you're doing, then you can
Yeah.
get a then you can get. Oh man, who ain't been saying? Hello, Teresa Sawyer. What's up, Queen? And we got Solomon over there. I don't know. You can't see them in the. Can you see them in the comments?
No, I can't see
Uh,
him in the comments. They're in the
okay.
comments.
But like at that point, that's when you really getting quick money. I ain't gonna say I was getting good at it, but I was getting decent at it at one point in time when I took my month off of work, and then I was focusing on that, and I won some money, I earned some money, and I lost some money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be like that. Yeah, but it is taking a chance. And I mean, like, just like as a side conversation to add in, kind of like breaking news, but it's kind of a little old now. Um, if you look at like Travis Scott just beat, right? That was his name. Is it Travis Scott? Who with Rihanna?
Listen.
Is it Ace? It's either
ASAP
ASAP Rocky.
Rocky.
I always say Travis Scott.
ASAP.
I don't know what's wrong with me, bro. I always say that. But I had went down a little rabbit hole where I had seen came across that way. You know, he beat that case cool. Rihanna was there. She was right there with him. So when I got into Rihanna, I had came up across an article where she was talking about diversifying her businesses and why she's not so much focused on making music. And I mean, this goes back to like
Mm.
what Israel was saying when it came to leaving a job or finding something new. You know, I don't believe Rihanna, as great as an artist she is, great promoting, hard worker. I've done a lot of research on her. We used to do research on all of these artists back when I was younger, but she's a hard working artist. But her business skills, it's crazy. And if there is a woman going to space, Rihanna gonna be one of the ones. Let me tell you, she gonna have that type of money. But no, she was talking about diversifying her portfolio. You know, of course, we know she's a billionaire, female black billionaire, do a thing. You
Right.
know, shout out to her. Just that's just awesome. Like in so many words, like I ain't you can't even play with that. A billionaire is not something that is to be taken lightly. And as a black woman, let's think about it. A billionaire not because of her music, but because of her business skills. Like she's a outstanding businesswoman.
Yeah, that's major.
She's raw, bro. Like, so she got her whole beauty line, which really brought in the money, and she was talking about that, like wanting to diversify her stuff. You know, so I know we got some female listeners and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to bring this up. She was talking about, even going into a more sophisticated type of style or lifestyle where it's not even just beauty, but she want to open up her own vineyard. So start selling the high quality wines and stuff
Getting
like
to
that.
the one.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to think about that on this level. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have to work anymore in her life. But this is what we mean when we talk about on this channel about not being complacent with where you are. Like there's always better and greater that you can do. And you want to the worst thing you can do is take this life for granted.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst thing you can do is take this life, this opportunity for granted, not to be all you can be. So that was really inspiring, man, because it shows me like even when you've made it, that her mindset, even at the top, is like, no, I still can do better. I still want more for myself. So, that was just like a little side note that I thought about. There was some breaking news, just an article that I came across this week where she was expressing that to a newspaper when they was asking her why she is not rushing to make new music. So
Yeah, but it's like she don't have to, but she did what most people say they gonna do, you know.
right.
Just like the exotic dancers, they say, oh, they doing this so get they doing this to get out of debt. They doing this so they could graduate until they graduate school or something of that nature. And then it's like they do it and it happens, right? But it's they not doing it because they like it, which they could be good at it, but it's like they do it for that reason and then they get out. Same thing with I know one rapper in particular, Waka Flocka Flame. He was like, "Yo, I did this to make my money." Think he did it to become a millionaire. And then once he got it, he was like, "Yo, why I'm doing this? Why am I doing this now? I don't need to do this no more." And then he started doing other things. But it's like you know your purpose as to why you getting into whatever you're getting into. Do it for that, which could have been Rihanna's purpose. And then she went to Fenty Beauty, and then Fenty Savage, and she got the lingerie. Now she going to, I'm sure to be some type of Fenty Vineyard or something like that. And that leads me to another conversation actually had with one of my lady friends over the course of the week. And I think the question I asked her was, at this point in time in your life, right? At this big age, at this big age, as you said, at this big age, it's like we got
Solid
Solomon over
crazy.
there. I love the
Solid
Solomon.
crazy.
Yeah, gotta love the dance. Yeah, yeah. At this big age, it's like, are you satisfied with where you at? Like, are you happy with your life? And then she told me, like, yeah, she is, but it's not a bad thing that she feels ultimately that she could do better. It's like she's doing good, but she could do better. She could do more. More is to be done. More is to happen because she's not complacent with where she at. And, she's still young. People still young and they still progressing. And I like saying that about people in general, which brings me to another conversation. I'll be having these high level conversations about the conversations, about the things that matter the most. We cut all the fluff and the small talk about what matters the most, right? And what mattered the most in the conversation was it? I think I was talking to some old heads, or what I like to see with them is like, yeah, who was I talking to? Damn, I be having so many conversations. But it was one of them I talked to, and they were like, the main reason why people die after they retire, or they die after they come home and, yeah, basically after they retire and just come home and sit and watch TV all day, is because the body is meant to continue to move, right? To stay active. And if you're not staying active, what does it do? Just the same thing a car does. It's gonna break down. If you sit a car for months and months and months and try to start it, something on the car gonna break. The car gonna end up having problems because it's used to moving. And that we the same way. When the body's been used to certain things for the last 30, 40, 50 years, and then you just stop doing what you used to do, now your back hurt and you can't heal within the next week because you're not doing what you used to do. Whether it's going
Right.
outside, you're not staying active. You got to stay active in your pursuit of life and learning and progression.
Absolutely.
Damn, I think I just, there we go. I think it froze for a second. Yeah, there we go. And also, with the progression and staying active, we're going to talk about women going to space. So recently in the news, there has been some famous people on their way to space, like the actor Katy Perry. Let me see if I can pull this up. Katy Perry and Gail. Let's see. Give me a moment so I can flip this up on my screen. There we go. I'm learning. We are learning here. Once I figure this out. Window. There we go. Boom. Y'all see this?
Mm-mm.
Can you see
There you
this
go.
now?
There we go.
Can you All
Yep.
right, cool. So Katy Perry and Gail King, you can see it? There we go. Yeah. They headed to space. And the reasons why it matters is because it's going to be the first all female crew in space. And they're going to include Asia Bow, research scientist Amanda Guyan, and the film producer Carrie Ann Flynn and Lauren Sanchez, helicopter pilot. And the fiance of Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna say that's a lot of money on a rocket ship. Okay, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
money
gonna be
going
a
to
lot of
space right
money
there.
going up.
That sounds like, yeah, that sounds like a whole. Oh, it's not. Hold up.
Well,
That
once
sounds
you
like a whole situation of operations or something.
like somebody finna go do a drop, and I'll just play it. Now that is an interesting crew. I ain't gonna lie, that's an interesting crew. Once you said Jeff Bezos' wife, my algorithm immediately is like, whoa, that's. I think she's still
It's
currently.
money up in there.
She's still a billionaire. I think right now probably one of the largest donating female philanthropists. I think she still holds that title. She just gives out money, just You get a million. You get a million.
I need to
Yeah.
become her friend. Where she hang out at? Cause I need a Billy. I need a
Clearly she
billion.
ain't finna, clearly she finna hang out on this rocket ship, my boy. They about
I'm
to
finna
go.
hang out on
So
space.
who's in charge of this mission? Is it SpaceX?
You know what? That is a good question. I did not see who's in charge of that sis. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if Big Elon was taking charge of that. Oh, let me see. Yeah, fun solo. It does not say at the moment.
You probably have to be specific and look it
Hmm.
directly up. But I mean, it's only really two that it could be. It's either NASA
Yeah,
or SpaceX. Um,
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at either one of them. With Big Elon, halfway running the country with his homeboy Trump. At this point, somebody got to be the puppet. Big Elon, I don't know if it's Elon or if it's Trump. Somebody the puppet and somebody making decisions. But right now, it's like, why we saying Elon?
well,
And
you
the
got to think
TV saying more than Trump.
because you got to think about it. I mean, I said this before that they were gonna pull this tactic months ago. The whole thing on Elon is running the country. I just still don't feel that way. Elon is doing what anybody in that position would do. The position is set up to go in and clean house. You 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 never forget who the big boss is. And Elon doesn't like power like that. He likes like to see things done and then okay, I got a chance to do it. So I mean, I've been hearing a lot about that. I laugh at it. I'm actually they don't understand like politics is a chess game, not a checkers game. The fact that Trump hasn't really even played any like emotion into the fact of people saying that kind of shows you really what it means. It's expected. They've been briefed them on that they were gonna pull that, but it's if I was an accountant and I was told to go in and find all of the wasted money, it's hard when you actually find stuff. It's not. It's easier to come to the person and say, "Hey, I did my job, but I really didn't find much." It sucks when you're still trying to do your job and you actually find a lot. Now, what always makes me laugh about this situation is before Trump and Elon got, like before all this stuff started, everybody and their mama always said the government be still, man. So I be thinking in my mind, since like now that's changed. No, now y'all feel like everybody was honest. Everybody and their mama since I've been growing up, the government this, the government that, they always taking, they always wasting our money. It's our money. We always paying it in taxes. I've been hearing this my whole life. I've heard it from wealthy people, I heard it from poor people, I heard it from middle class people. So I always laugh now that the money is being found and then it's actually being discussed on giving back to the people. Everybody mad about what? I don't know what to be mad about yet. Like I'm still trying to figure out what part of this I'm supposed to be upset about. Is it the part that they actually saving us money? I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad at that because I got to pay taxes when I go to the
Hmm.
store. I have to pay taxes on everything that I buy, my food, my children's clothes. So I don't know
Right.
how to be mad about that. Then if they say, well, they're thinking about giving us the money back, am I supposed to be mad about that? I've never been mad if somebody was giving me
Mm.
money. I don't even know how you get mad
Right.
when somebody giving you money. I like when people give me money. You feel me? So I'm just trying to Israel. I'm really trying to figure out like with the whole money thing, like what part of this we supposed to be mad at yet. And then I've sat down and I looked at the stuff that they're like actually like taking out the programs. It's wasteful money. We're doing like so you know how this goes, Israel. Somebody got a big business somewhere. They are lobbyists.
Right.
They lobbied for the contract. They got the contract, but that don't mean they really have to do anything. Once you get the
Right.
money,
And
you
they
get the
just
money.
sitting on money.
You
Right.
sit on the money, right? So we know how this go. I myself have a charity. I know really the game. Like this is a game. So now that like the paperwork is coming out of it, like, nah, we're not gonna keep wasting money on that no more. We're not going. I don't really know where to be mad. And then again, like I say, it might always be because I have children. So I know that unless I go and create a country or you can say I'm gonna send them back to Africa. Whatever decision I make, whether they stay here, I make enough money to send them to Africa, all of that. Everything is a dream until you actually make it a reality. They best shot is
Mm-hmm.
being able to stay right here, right now, and capitalize off of being in one of the most fluent countries to where we can talk about women billionaires like Rihanna. I got two daughters. So it'd be hard for me to be like, oh my God, we saving money. Hey, it's hard when you
But
gotta fire people.
yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. It's like they mad. I think people are mad that they taking away those programs. But the real fact is they should be mad that they ain't never used the money for them programs. That's what they mad about. They mad because they found out that they've been getting the money wasted and they ain't been getting what they needed. Like I remember being in school and why we ain't got this, that, the third, and you got all these programs, but we ain't got what we need. What's
But we
somebody what? They fattening their pockets. They ain't doing what
and
they supposed to.
exactly. And but we sending all this money to other countries, like for different programs that we ain't never heard of, gas stations that ain't never being built, stuff like that. When, like you say, we could be sending this money to our homeless that we see out here on the streets. We could be putting money into programs of better housing and more affordable housing for the average hardworking person. It's so hard to get mad at it because it doesn't logically make sense to get mad. I could understand if they were saying, hey, we found we've been giving too much money to the American people. Now that's a little bogus.
Right.
But we ain't even talking about us. Most of this, 80% of this stuff that they've been wasting money on is foreign stuff that has nothing to do with our babies that's out here in public schools and stuff. This is why it's like it's always a dichotomy because it's hard to get mad when somebody trying to really help you. But when you don't know what getting help look like and you ain't got help in a long time outside of somebody just writing you a check, it's easy to write
Mm-hmm.
somebody a check. It's hard when you trying to clean house because people get uncomfortable. You go in their room and you trying to clean their room up. They're like, why you bother me? Little do you know they trying to get all that food from under your bed so the roaches don't start crawling on your face in the middle of the night.
That
That's the
part.
situation we in. You don't want to be bothered, but they gotta do it, or they're gonna be bigger consequences that you're gonna be mad about later. So it's like, and then like I don't know if Israel, if you saw that situation that happened between so Trump had Trump and the
Oh,
president of the United States and the vice president got into it with Zelensky,
I
who
heard about that. That's
yeah
the
I
was that
watched the
the leader of Ukraine? Or?
yeah I watched the whole thing to try to get the best context of it. So my take on that from being somebody that's in media, I know what Zelensky was trying to do. So let's put it in this perspective. Jonathan, let's say I want to hire you to drive one of your trucks.
Mm,
And you tell me, okay, Luke, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna do it for you, right? But my company, I'm gonna charge you $1,500. Okay. And this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I do. And I say, okay, that's cool. And you say, okay, well, meet me at the office. I'm gonna have my employees there. You bring your people. We're gonna sign the paper in front of them so they know what's going on. And then I get to the office and I get to Israel's moving company, and you say, here go the contract for 15 that we talked about. Come on, let's do this. We're gonna do this in front of everybody so they can see we on the same accord. So once you sign, they ready to move. And I say to you, well, but Israel, 15 kind of steep, man. I don't feel like you should do that for me, man. I mean, I feel like $1,000 is really fair. I mean, I know I said 15 on the phone and I agreed to it, but can you do it for me for 1,000? You wouldn't be wrong to kick me out your office. Now I'm
right,
wasting your time.
right. Because this ain't
So
what we agreed on.
right, that ain't what we agreed on before. I didn't brought my office manager out here. You didn't have people come out, right? Your workers are ready to go. And I didn't brought us back to the negotiating table. If you was like, Luke, get out of my office, I would have to. I was out of order. I was disrespectful because at, and this is the thing about leadership. When two leaders do things, it's different when other people do it. If I'm the leader of my
Right.
of my home and I need you to do something, you the leader of your company, and we agree on something, right? I'm supposed to stick to that agreement for face of your employees and the people in my home who I'm bringing, so they know who coming in to get our stuff. That's why I'm using that business because it's such a common business to hire people to come move your furniture, right? Everybody has done it
Right.
at one point. So you can kind of relate in that way, or our viewers can relate to like, you know what, that would be kind of bogus for me to do. And then if it was vice versa, if you at home and you make candles and you tell somebody, hey, I got 10 candles, they like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you your price, and then they try to negotiate when they get there, you feel a little disrespected, like, hey man, like,
Mm.
why you trying to shake me? It's that what they call it is
Yeah,
shaking you down.
fleecing. Shake
Shaking you
down the
down.
fleece. Yeah, well, that's a
And
shakedown.
and
Yeah,
he
that's a
tried
shakedown.
he tried to shake down Trump, and we know that's not gonna happen, bro. Like this dude
Nah,
had a
he
whole
ain't going.
show called The Apprentice, bro. He was built for this. Like it was crazy. So that's what I took from that whole thing. You know, I don't think any of
Mm.
them was wrong, but in the art of negotiation, it was a little dirty for him to kind of try to come and renegotiate this
Yeah.
this this deal. And before you go in on it, John, Israel, the deal for all the listeners that didn't hear about it, because it involves all of us, especially if the deal went through, because we're going to be the ones paying for it. The deal was that we would go into Ukraine and we would set up businesses to mine their minerals that we need and that we can make value off of. So now we're gonna do business with them. Once we start doing business with them, the goal was to for Israel for Russia to stop, because once they see we're doing business with them, usually that's kind of how people end wars. They start doing business with other places, and if it's a strong place, it kind of stops everything, because it's like, if I mess with you now, I'm declaring war on not only you but another foreign power, and I don't want to do
Right.
that. But the negotiation was a gold mine, Israel, because what was it? Russia just didn't want Ukraine to go into NATO, and Trump was like, "Well, we're not going to send you into NATO, but we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. Like you wanted NATO to take care of you, but we'll take care of you. We'll
Right.
do business with you." As America, we have the money and the resources to do the business. We have the companies that would have done nothing but open up opportunities for all of these people in America who got all these businesses, because now they're gonna go over to
Right.
Ukraine, they're gonna start mining. It was gonna be a lot of good money, and the Russia was gonna say, "Whoa, okay, now how can we be mad? Because the only reason we started this war was because we ain't want y'all to go into NATO. Y'all not going into NATO. Oh, okay, well let's just go and wrap this up."
Mm.
So I was kind of surprised, bro. Like that was gonna be a big deal. That was gonna be a we talk about a lot of people dying, man, from these wars, bro.
Yeah.
That was gonna
Yeah.
be a big deal.
They were like that was gonna be like the start of another World War III. Yeah. If they
Yeah.
would have did that, and at that point, it's like you definitely playing chess. And at this point, you sacrificing pieces,
Yeah,
innocent pieces.
yeah, and I can't understand why he wouldn't want peace. You know, I mean,
Right.
like he said, I mean, we
Peace ain't
spent a
good
lot.
for the economy.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money sending them, sending them the army supplies that they need. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not just have us come in there, do business? And I'm all about America doing business. Like Umar Johnson would say, we still in this, we still here. We must stay focused, my brothers. Like there are black people that have mineral
Hmm.
businesses. This is why I'm like sitting there hoping for the deal to go through. Anytime our people take a win, I'm happy. There are a lot of black entrepreneurs that would have benefited from that contract being signed. And not
Oh
only
yeah.
that, but it really would have benefited us as well, because in the long run, it's going to create better business and opportunities to work with Ukraine. You know, I'm all about making money and doing good business. So I'm still surprised. I don't think that's the end of the deal. I just think they're gonna come back to the table and it is gonna get signed, so we can go and
With a
end this
better
stupid
deal.
war. Yeah, so we can go and end this war. That war gonna end after that. It's gonna end after that, bro. I really believe it. Like Putin made it clear what he won't. Just don't go into NATO. Trump said, "Okay, we're not gonna put y'all into
Right.
NATO, but we gonna do business with y'all." That's good. We got money. We got money over here. We
Right.
got hard working entrepreneurs. So you send our people over there, we finna make y'all some money. We gonna make money, y'all gonna make money. All the
Right.
people, all them warriors can stop dying. All this unnecessary death and all that's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, at this point in time, I think it was something else. Let me see. It's not. Oh, it's not. Well, we gonna go. You got anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna go into Ask
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Pharaohs.
yeah. Let's go on to Ask the Pharaohs, man.
Yeah. If y'all got any questions, comments, and concerns based off of today's convo or current events or anything you want us to put our 2 cents, our 3 cents, because today's the third day of a new month, something, and drop in a question, comment, or concern, whether it's in the comments or email us. Email.
Yeah, I don't know if we got any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we got anything. I wouldn't be surprised if Solomon tried to slide something in there real quick.
Right. Yes, Solomon could not make it with us today. He had some personal matters to take care of, but that's what we're working with now.
Yeah, he been all in the chat though. Y'all seen he been all up in there. That's why I said I would be surprised if he throw something in there.
Yeah, Solomon is something else. Let's see what else. Third. Hopefully, y'all been liking what we've been talking about. Y'all like and subscribe. Share it with your peoples.
Yeah, I
Say we
mean,
got one person.
yeah, we might not have none this evening. Well, y'all gonna still hit
Well,
us up like
man.
Israel said. I guess we go ahead and do the promotions and the announcements if you got some announcements.
All right. Y'all can follow me at my email johnatl621@gmail.com, or you can find me on my website jonathanjohnson621.com. Support your people's Luke, Dr. Luke. Where can they find you at?
Y'all can find me at Luke733 leader number 9 at gmail.com. You can find me at the Pharaohs Podcast as well. Um, no big announcements coming up right now. Still making content. If you get a chance, try to go over to my channel. I'm getting it together. It's called The Poker Dad. So it's been like my little project that I'm trying to keep, like with all my vlogs and stuff, and just keeping up with what I'm doing. I got a lot of work to do over here at my building at 625 West 103rd Street. So that's been
Hey,
like my big project. It's a lot of stuff got to get done. Like, I'm working on doing some power washing, some painting. So I'm probably gonna be vlogging all of that, as well as like
nice.
vlogging some of my poker sessions and stuff. So really trying to capitalize on this media thing this year, and just kind of show my evolution to what I'm getting and what I want. So definitely check me out over there. That's the Poker Dad. You can find me over there, and other than that, find me at the Pharaohs Podcast. Oh yeah, one more thing too. Since Solomon not here, we throw him his plug. Still look out. Solomon got some content, some books about the drop soon. So he'll definitely be back next week. So he'll have some more announcements just to update the people on that, on the different projects he got that are about to drop soon. So yep. There you go. There you go. If you want to hit him up, if you want to do some collaboration with him, he also has a publishing company, um, where he will definitely, with through his packages, he will definitely guide you to being able to publish your own book. Him and Israel both are self-published authors. Um, so if you got some stuff you want to do or you got some projects, definitely hit either one of them up, and they'll get you right. They'll get you right. Like we always say, don't talk about it, be about it this year.
Don't
So
talk about it. Be about it.
indeed. Oh yeah, and we on Spotify. So
Yes,
let the people
sir.
know who be at work, who want to listen to us talk crazy, who want to laugh from the stuff we say. We got all our episodes on Spotify. So definitely check us out over there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you on YouTube, if you on Instagram. Make sure you sharing, you letting the people know. If you see some of the reels that you like, you find something funny, find something that you agree with. Definitely share it with the people. You know, Tell people about it. Support the Pharaohs over here, man.
Support
We
the
just try,
Pharaohs.
yeah, we just trying to bring y'all some good content. Some good content.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, everybody. Continue to like and subscribe. We appreciate those that came in and heard what we had to say on today. So peace. We out of here.
Yeah.
Boom.